Hey now. Hey now. The Return of Cali Gold, Day 5. Or is it Day 4? I don't know. I set the graphics up to Ultra. This should look really good. That should look... Wow, what a difference between even high and Ultra. Nice. Okay, Pest Dummy, thank you for the lurk, appreciate that. And I'm starting to just kind of sporadically work into these final phase turn-ins, which is a placeholder. It's a placeholder. But I want to get it unlocked anyway to be prepared for, like, when big things happen. Let's make sure this guys are continuing to... I'm just manually put stuff in here. Wow, graphically it looks so much better on Ultra. Holy frick. Okay, I'm gonna get out to... we're still working on nuke prep. Let me go to the machine. See what we're... why am I doing what I'm doing? What I'm going to be doing. Hopefully what I'm going to be doing. This is the first part of the process. To make these encased cells. So, uranium, I mean, that'll come in later. I'm going to drone that in. Silica, sulfur, and huge amounts of quick wire. Sulfur is the same as uranium, so we're looking at 2100... I need 2100 per minute on sulfur, I guess. Silica's no problem. I mean, easy. Quick-wire is where I'm going to do... how's it going to log in? Quick-wire is where I'm going to do the... I'm going to do the recipe that combines... Is that the foundry? The recipe that combines... Or maybe it's... No, it's the assembler. This one. Copper ingots with deuterium ingots, and you get 90 per minute out on each assembler. So, yeah. Yeah. The biggest issue with this nuke stuff that I'm doing is the location. It would be easy for me to just do it all over here because it's it's water, it's isolated, it's a perfect location for nuclear. That would be the easy thing to do. And I may end up doing that if things don't work out. I'm going to attempt to put all the nuclear over here, so that it's in visual range of my home base. When I'm finished with everything, I want to stand up here and just tower and just kind of like, this is the empire I've created. So, if everything is scattered around the map, I can't do that. So, you could already see what I'm trying to do here. With, these are all like factories above ground, but a lot of the work was actually done underground and everything's being pushed up like a town. But I was initially using trucks, but pushing vehicles, like I had as many vehicles as I have trains, and it starts to break. It really has issues. So I'm like, well, let me go back and let me go to trains anyway, you know. Vehicles are okay on small scale. Large scale use of vehicles is just, I would not recommend it at all. Well, let's get to work. The beauty of trains. Let's go out to the Red Desert where I have work to do. Don't need hypertubes. There are so many advantages to trains that it's just... Every time I think I've completed the list of advantages, there's always one more. There's just one more. If you really want to be a Satisfactory player, I would say at some point, you need to really embrace trains. That's just my, people can do what they want, of course. I don't care. I don't judge. Maybe a little bit. We connected, later I'm going to show the sim to show where the sim is really good to show. Yeah, very judgmental. Kalina's, I think at some point in the future, now that I found the game that I'm going to stick with, I'm tired of wasting money buying on all these other big games on all this hype, and they turn out to be disappointing to me. And a lot of them, they just want to monetize you further. Frickin' Blizzard, man. Wow. What happened to Blizzard? So, I might, I'll devote myself to this game now. So there may be a Kalina cosplay in the future. Kalina cosplay in the future. The wedding dress, she's waiting to wear that wedding dress again. How's it going, Riddler Man? Thank you for coming in. How's it going, Lord Shadow? Thank you. Appreciate you guys coming in. I'm feeling good. Feeling good. When you're my age and you wake up and you're still alive, it's just a bonus, Everything, it's like hitting the lottery every morning. Every morning I hit the lottery. As long as I wake up. How's it going, Grez? As long as I wake up and I'm alive, I've already won. I'm already a winner. We are in ultra graphic settings. This should look pretty good to you guys. I made some changes to the ads manager, Riddler and others, or I attempted to. I think you're going to get a 30-second ad once an hour. I think that's the best I can do. And I can run a 30-second ad anytime to reset it, I guess. We might need to test that. If I can manually run a 30-second ad once per hour, and that's it, I'll just say, okay, guys, I'm going to run a 30-second ad. And then we count to 30. That looks so good in Ultra. What a difference. Well, rip to my graphics card. I don't know if my graphics card's doing okay here. I could probably fry an egg on the case. That's so crisp. Run it now? You want me to try? Alright. Run 30-second ad. Okay, hold on, guys. Let's see if it resets it. It says ad break ends in 27 seconds. You frickin' ad blocker. What are you doing blocking ads? Yeah, it makes it now to where another automated ad won't run for another an hour. So it looks to me like it's working. Looks like it's working. I don't want people to get pre-rolls. I want to have minimum ads, and maybe I'll control it. I'll run an ad when there's a break or whatever. But I've had that before too. Log in. I've had streamers say, "Okay, I'm going to run an ad now," and I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Oh, this coffee's freaking unbelievably good. Two pure quartz nodes, 2 pure copper nodes, and 3 pure iron nodes. This ain't no joke. There's a cat node over here too somewhere. Pure. I'm going to take this. I'm going to build an intersection here and kind of build out the track a little bit this way. I don't need to go all the way. At the corner over here, I'm going to end up possibly extending this track all the way across the map to connect to the other side. Let's take a look at the sim so that you guys, so you understand what it is that's going on here. Where's that webpage? Let's bring that up. This is as of this morning. Here is where I am right now. This right here. Here's my train tracks. You can see this one's connected over here. Here's Gold Coast here. Here's the blue crater here. So we're looking pretty good in terms of, around the edges, kind of. I'm thinking to take this hook right here, this corner, and then just start running a track all the way across to meet up over here. Or take this one and run it up to here and dead end it here. I don't know if I can connect up over here. There's just too much going on here. I would have to go way up high and then down low. I don't know. I might have to come over here and see if I can kind of go underground or something. Maybe I can go low and then hook up here. I don't know. This would be better. And then also one like over here somewhere. And then we need we might need one that comes from up here and crosses down, but maybe not. Maybe not. So you're saying streamers can let their ads run freely at any time so people can sub? I don't know what that means. I have it set, I think. Yeah, it tells me right there. The ads manager is really nice, actually. Twitch, you've got some great stuff. You do have some great stuff. Some great QOL. It says next ad runs in 1 hour and 4 minutes. And it's 30 seconds. I have it set for 30 seconds. That shouldn't be too bad. Now, it's either going to happen automatically, or I can manually do it, and then the 1 hour will reset. I think, right, that's how it's going to go. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. For those people where their ad block is not working, I don't think 30 seconds per hour is really that punitive. You know what I mean? And login. If I let it go on its own, I'm going to get a message in chat, a special message in chat 60 seconds before the ad runs, so that I'm aware that an ad is upcoming. And then we can kind of, you know, if we're on a hot topic, you know, I could say, guys, this give me a minute, we'll get back on this topic, you know. So to me, this is okay. This is okay. Trying to find reasons to love Twitch again. Man, this is nice. Yeah, so I'm going to build a... I'll just start here and just come out a little bit, because I just need to work this today. I need to start putting some... I need mountains of copper ingots. Literally mountains. I'm going to put train stations here, too, for it. I can extend it out here, and then if I ever need to pull this stuff in the future, this is mostly iron ore with 1 copper ore. I don't have to cut all the way across. The biggest concern for me in the future is going to be my plan on where I want to put the nuclear power structure. Instead of going with the easy solution, I'm going with the hard solution. Yeehaw! Just as did. Let's put in a roundabout. Hello? Are you serious? You're going to put in a roundabout? Let's see how this is going to go. It's going to be like, we need 7 by 7. So... here's all the nodes here. So I kind of want to stay a little bit over here. If this company ever adds an easy way to do curved roads, damn. So 1, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Obviously, there won't be anything going this way. It'll be a three-way deal. And maybe I just leave these tracks here while I do it. I don't know. Let me put these lines in. I think it makes it easier for me to do this. And I can remove it all later, of course. Of course. Do this. I'll probably make it easier. Damn, these autosaves, dude. Speaking of, like, ad breaks. Eventually my autosaves are going to be 30 seconds long. I'll run an ad during the autosave. Damn, dude. There's 2 YouTube channels for, like, classic movies, like classic sci-fi movies and stuff. I didn't even know they were there on YouTube. I watched House on Haunted Hill. What is that, 1959? I watched The Last Man on Earth, like 1964. Let's see if I'm doing this right. No, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is this? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I get it. It starts here. Where's that crease? One more. I used to practice making these frickin' things. We want, what do we want? We want that right there. See how perfect semicircle? See how beautiful that is? Okay, let's do this here. We're gonna start with this one. Go like this. We go like this. Right to that little, right there. Straight ones we remove once we don't need them anymore. Those are just guides. Bring that there. Perfect semicircle. Sweetness. Hmm? I think it's like that. We'll find out. There are people that still do junctions, and that's fine. But one roundabout will eliminate a complete spaghetti's nest of junction with one simple roundabout. Is that right? That's done. We got to hook up these tracks, and then we're gonna go this way. So if there's gonna be like a lane coming out, then let's recolor this stuff. Asphalt. Let's be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because we're going to extend this track out here. And I got to put some train stations, let's see, we got tons of silica coming out. We need a train station for that. Copper ingots, we need a train station for that. We're probably going to make quick wire as well, in addition to the copper ingots coming out. So 3 train stations, big ones. I think we'll go, I don't know. No, we have to go 4 cars. We got to go 4 cars. Okay, so this is a line coming out. So I'll just go like this to kind of help it out. And then we got to hook up those connectors there on the roundabout. Like that. Oh, my train setup looks so much better than my last save. My last save was so bad. Just tracks meandering around in the air with nothing underneath them, and nothing is straight, all crooked. But it was a learning process, that particular save. Okay, so let's hook up these 2 sides, and then start running this out. Just delete this. Delete this. How's it going? Hello? That sound. Oh, it's just too good. We go like this. Will it? Will it? Oh, so close. We're gonna have to do this. Do this. We gotta keep this stuff straight, guys. It's a rule now for me. That looks one back. I don't think that's straight, is it? Or maybe it is. Nice. Now, the train direction goes this way. This side of the track goes this way. This side of the track comes this way. Okay? So, coming out of the intersection, we put block signals. Don't ask why. Just do it. It's just one of those things. Just do it. We want straight. Good. Consistent. I love this guideline I'm using. I'm going to keep this consistent throughout the entire game. This distance between these two things. Okay. Likewise, coming into an intersection, because remember, the train movement's coming this way, this one's going this way. Coming into an intersection, we put path signals. Now, the color coding that you would see normally is not working on experimental. So if I take a signal out, you would actually get a chance to look at what it's reserving. But it's not working. Snoot was kind of in shock. We told him on a dev stream a week ago, we're like, no, it's not working in experimental, the color coding. He was like, huh? I need to find a place where we report bugs on experimental. I don't know where that is. Let's hook up this side so trains can get around between sides. How's it going, Gail? When you're a subscriber, when you type a message, your message is highlighted for me. Okay, I love this ad manager. So you're not going to get a 30-second ad for another 51 minutes. And if I take a break, I could run a 30-second ad and reset that to where it's another hour before you get an ad. That looks good. Keep everything consistent. Know what it is, your distances. Constantly keep it all consistent, and then everything's going to get easier. Look at how easy these connections are now. And everything's straight. Nice. Okay? Train is moving in this direction. Coming into the intersection as a path signal. Any of the exits is going to be a block signal, like right here. Train is moving this way. Coming into the intersection, path signal. Entrances, path, exits, block. So we're going to extend this out. We've got a lot of work to do here. We got so much goodies. We got so much goodness here. So much goodness. So here we got a great... And if a train needs to get somewhere, he's over here. A train can come here and loop back around and backtrack. Look at this simple design and look at what it solves. Look at the junctions you would have to create to do the same thing this thing does. I'll tell you something else that's doing something. That's a frickin' coffee, dude. Ooh. I'm alive. It's kicking in, man. Riddler, the caffeine's kicking in. Max headroom. Yeah, that is what I understand. Is that I don't know where you set no ads. I was looking at the thing this morning, and I need someone to do a screen print and put it into Discord. So do a screen print of how to do it. I know Gray Haster's doing that. I just need the screen print, and then I could do that too if I wanted to. But the way I have it set right now, yeah, I'm flying, dude. I'm flying. And these are K-Pods. This is just a low grade. This is weak coffee, and I'm still frickin' hyped right now. I kind of like what I'm doing. No pre-roll. And 30-second ad once an hour. And I can manually run the 30-second ad and reset it. Reset the hour. So I can control it. And say, come on in. You know, and guys, you know, let's take a 30-second break and ponder the universe. Here's a 30-second ad that resets it. So now there's no pre-roll, and there's only a 30-second ad once an hour, and I get notified in chat. Yeah, you know, Riddler, Twitch when it comes to the ads, you know, I think we're okay. Because even on Kick, eventually they're going to be having ads on there. The way ads work on Twitch right now, I think we're okay. You get to control, you get a lot of control. A lot of control. So the good thing is that Kick is causing Twitch to do better. I think Twitch is already, you know, I think over at Twitch, they realized, you know, we don't have a monopoly anymore. So we have to do better. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's great. And we're talking 30 seconds. 30 seconds. So I'm going to do it this way, I think, where there's no pre-roll. And then I'll control the 30 seconds. Or it'll just... Oh, the other thing, Riddler, in chat, 60 seconds before the ad starts, I'll get a message in chat saying an ad is getting ready to run. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Try it for people who are here for hours, having multiple ads versus just one. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of like come say, come saw. Which way do you want it, you know? If I'm streaming 5 hours and I just let it run the way I have it currently set, you're going to get, what, 4 ads that are 30 seconds long in basically a 5-hour stream. That's not bad. That's 2 minutes of ads over 5 hours. Something like that. That's not bad. That's not bad. And thankfully, they let you run 30-second ads. Anything more is a very, very punitive. Let's get this nice and straight. Let's do this first. I want this, the space gonna be a lit, like right there. Is that straight? That don't look straight to me, guys. I know it looks straight, but it isn't. Now that looks straight. Plus it's the correct distance from the yellow line. So let's do that. Okay, the rules apply. We're coming into the intersection here. This is an exit. It's an exit for anyone coming this way, anyone coming this way, anyone coming this way. This is a possible exit. Exits, we put block signals. Here's the entrance, trains coming this way. Entrances, path signals. We're just going to extend this out enough. All my nodes are over here. Here's 2 pure quartz and then a bunch of other stuff here. So I'm just going to bring this, I don't know, somewhere, but I need a bunch of room for train stations. The main thing is I wanted this roundabout here. So any train coming or leaving can come from any side. This side, this side. So I got to think about, bring this a little further, and then we'll put train stations down. I'll get train stations down first, because then I could tap into that electrical line from the train station, too, and use that for electricity. All Twitch needs to do now is come out with an announcement saying, okay, guys, as long as you're not under contract on Twitch, you can stream, you can simulcast wherever you want. That's all I need Twitch to do now. If Twitch just says, as long as you're not under contract, because there are some streamers on Twitch that are actually under contract. As long as you're not in contract, stream, simulcast wherever you want. If they come out with that, then I can go ahead and stream on Kick and Twitch at the same time on this account. It's kind of stupid of me, I think. You know, I spent all those years building up this channel, and for me to just say, oh, I'm going to leave this channel and go to another one, you know, I don't think that was a good idea. But, you know, you catch yourself. You try things. You observe results. You make changes based on what you've observed. That's perfect. That's how it's supposed to work. If you don't try new things, you're never going to get anywhere. It's okay to fail. That's what I'm trying to say. There's too much of a stigma attached to failure. Failure can be good, as long as you learn from it. Ooh, we got so much work to do here. Bring on fake Kim Jong. I decided. I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about Aiden Ross. I don't watch him. And they were trying to do this big promotion with XQC. They keep trying to pump up XQC, and he just. I mean, I love XQC, but he doesn't have that kind of presence. I mean, they're trying so hard because they invested so much into him, but Aiden Ross gets more viewers than XQC does on Kick. It might be time to just lay this whole area with this and then put train... See, I don't know how I want to do the train station. I could just bring this in and come out here. Just devote this whole thing to train station, because I don't need to go any further here. I don't think. I mean, there's some great nodes over here, but if I came through this valley, it would be kind of a dead end. I don't know. I don't really want to... Yeah, I think we'll devote this entire area to train stations. These two lines will just be one coming in and one going out. But Kick's Twitter, people are demanding they ban Ice Poseidon. I expect the company to have the Aiden Ross being one of the premium. So, so did they purposely try to fool you on the Kim Jong-un thing? Was it already known to be a joke, or were they purposely trying to fool you? Telling you, Kick is shooting themselves in the foot over and over again. What did I say? How many train stations? 1, 2, 3? See how I want to do this. I could go like this. I could justify it this way. Run parallel lines out that way. So something like... Which way I want this to go? This. 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 Four-car system. Yikes. How much room do I have to work with? Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. Run this out. if I run it this way, then bring this line in, and then just run it parallel that way for the tie-ins on the inside. But I just need some electricity here for now. So I gotta set this so throw that right there. Why? I don't know. Why would they want to ban Ice Poseidon? Did he go too far? These shock streamers. Let's just kind of set up a grid here. I don't know what, whenever I do this, it's just kind of like, there's no real plan. Just trying things out. I need to get pretty far over here. Further I get out, the easier everything's going to connect. Let's see if this is okay, and then I'm just going to run all short segments here. How close are we to this? I think we're looking okay. Let's see if this is good enough. So this is on the in. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This is coming in like this. Put a block here. Block here. Blocks on the in, pass on the out. Okay? Okay? Does it mean I'm getting old if I don't know who Ice Poseidon? Yeah, I didn't know who he was. Repulsive until I went to Kick. And he's always being featured doing IRL streams. Always. Then I'm like, oh, who's that? Oh, he got arrested in Thailand. All these TV channels that, you know, they want that demographic. They want that 20 to 40-year-old, 18 to 40-year-old. Well, they're all watching, you know, they're watching live streams somewhere. They're not watching cable TV. Looks like this will work. We'll put one more down and verify that the connections are okay on the coming in. 4 containers. This is going to be all loads. No unloads here. Let's make room for connections here. Is time really going by that fast? When I take a break, I'm going to run a 30-second ad, and that will reset to where you won't get any ads for another hour. And when you do get an ad, it'll be 30 seconds long. Is that really so bad? 1 30-second ad per hour, basically. It's probably why then, yeah, it's, I mean, her repulsive. That's funny you should say that. I mainly hang out on Twitch. Well, the numbers prove that you are correct. The numbers for IRL are pretty good on Kick, and for the gambling. The numbers for gaming on Kick are abysmal. Like, abysmal. And XQC didn't help at all. at all. On Kick, they don't care what they are doing. Yeah, I think Kick, you know what? I wouldn't be, you know what? We talked about this. We said, Kick, you know, don't make the mistakes that Mixer made. And they're by carbon copy mistakes that Mixer made. You wasted all that money on one person. I don't think they have endless resources. They're not, you know, they can't just print money over there. And so they spent $100 million basically on XQC. They spent a bunch of money on Amaranth, the frickin' old battle axe. And how is it helping your platform? It's not really helping. XQC is more of a variety, goofy guy. He doesn't have one game that we can all follow along with, where he plays tournaments, you know? It's not that, like, I don't even watch, I mean, when he streams, I don't even care anymore. Look at this. 2 pure quartz nodes, 2 pure copper nodes, 3 pure iron nodes, and over here is a pure caterium node. Let me drink some more. Oh, we are going to have to take a break here real soon. Yeah, I mean, guys, you guys are hitting it on the head. Like, and the thing is, Kick is ad-free right now. And people still don't go there. People still don't go there. A lot of the streamers on Twitch did not go to Kick. They're not even like, you can stream on Kick and still be big on Twitch. You just can't do them at the same time. So no one's going. You know, nobody's going. You just have a few big people over there, but like all the games, your regular games, the viewership is abysmal. Abysmal. There are some people that are doing good there. Yeah, the sewage coming up. Some people doing, I mean, look at that Hikaru guy who plays chess. I think he's doing really, really good. There's some people that are doing good on Kick, but the viewership for most of the games is just in the gutter. It's just really bad. And spending all that money on XQC did not help. It did not help because you don't chase the person. You know, you need organic growth on your platform through some killer app. Your killer app is not a person. It's a tournament, it's a new game mode, it's something. Now, of course, I hold a special regard for Dr. Disrespect and Tim the Tap Man. If they go full-time on Kick, now that could be a potential game changer. I'll be back in a minute, guys. I'm going to play a 30-second ad so this thing resets for another hour. Okay? 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 I'll be right back.
Bruh.
Yeah, that wasn't so bad, was it? So the thing is, thank you guys for sticking around. It's a, it's a working stream, I got, Bruh. Sometimes people will be streaming and they'll be like, okay, guys, you're going to get ads now. And then I don't see it. So sometimes there is no rhyme or reason for it. So, this is interesting. If I don't do anything, the next 30-second ad will run in 1 hour and 24 minutes. The reset seems, it's like adding or something. So it's even longer before the next ad is going to run. Very interesting. Or is that an hour and 24? It says ad starts in 1:24. So, guys, it's almost like you're not getting any ads on this stream, the way I have it set up. I'm starting to it's not that I'm worried about Kick. I want them to succeed because Twitch needs competition. Okay, that doesn't need to be there. We're going to use this right now just for this train station coming in. But I definitely need some, after I've done all this huge expansion of the tracks, I definitely need some intersections, some roundabouts, so trains can get around without going around the entire map. Yep. It's basically like this is ad-free now. Okay, let's build this out to make sure these connections are working and then continue on. How much further do I want to go? I may have to clear a bunch of those trees. This is going to be a pretty big operation over here. It's very important if I'm going to do nuclear. Let me run it this way. I want to connect this one, then I'll have power over there so I can hover. So let's see how this is going to go. Can I just straight line it? Straight line? Yes! The flowers are still standing. Let's put a block there. Put a block there. I don't know if I need a block here, to be honest. Maybe. So that's 2. These are 4 bangers. They're 4 bangers. These are all loads. We're going to load tons of silica, more than I will probably ever need. We're going to load tons of copper ingots, and then we're going to load tons of quick wire. These are 4 bangers. I don't know, Thor. On the gaming side, I mean, like, you just got to look at the numbers. And, you know, they're not ready yet for prime time. And I would love to duo stream. I would love to stream on both. But Twitch, it's just if just with Twitch would allow it, then we'd be Gucci. I'd just stream on both. It don't matter. Simultaneously. And I'm not gonna take any risk, because I know people are gonna say Twitch doesn't care if you're a small streamer. I'm not taking that risk. To me, rules are rules, and I like to abide by rules. Although getting temporarily banned on Twitch is actually a promotion. It's a promotional opportunity. Especially if you're a, for lack of a better word, you know, a titty streamer. Kick is like Epic buying exclusive but not working on the client. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I mean, Path of Exile has like 15 viewers. You know, it's like what? It's just terrible. And they're so far behind. How's it going, Frankie? They're so far behind on QOL and integrations. That's where they should be spending their money. Not on trying to chase streamers, but on building out their whole system. Twitch has got a 10-year head start on them. They need loot drops. There's so many things they need to work on, and they just sit there and say, let's spend $100 million frickin' dollars on XQC. And I don't know how much money they're giving Amaranth. The frickin' old crow is still doing her thing. There we go. This is the end. Trains are going to come in. Boop, boop, boop. They don't just come in for no reason. You have to tell them. What? Did I get a message? Why did I get some kind of weird message? Some blue message on this ad manager thing. You're not supposed to get any ad for another hour and 18 minutes. 1, 2, 3. That's it. 3 stations. Silica by 4. Copper ingots by 4. Quick wire by 4. So that's it. Let's work on the incoming is done in terms of just tracks. Now we'll work on the outgoing. Let's get the signals in. Just go like block. Block is already there. Block is there. Dude, I mean, I'm right here. Why am I keep falling? There's electricity right here, game. Why, like, the range is terrible. Now let's work on the out. That should be enough room there. Make it nice and easy. And drink a little bit more of this too. Yeah, it's always that thing, you know, the cart before the horse kind of thing. Get your platform ironed out. If I was a huge streamer and stuff on Twitch or YouTube, and Kick came to me, I would tell them, you guys aren't ready yet. Your platform's not ready yet. Get your platform ready, then we'll talk. Well, we'll give you $50 million. Okay, where do I sign? Everyone has a price. I'm right here. Don't make me do this now. You're gonna make me do this? Don't make me run power lines. Die. Let's see if this works. Okay, I think we got a winner here on this side. Coming in, we use blocks. Whenever there's going to be a merger of tracks, by default, I put path signals in. So I'll put a path right here, so that when this train comes out, it's going to reserve all the way up until the next block signal, which would be right at the exit of all these connections. Short, straight segments for easy connections. Path here. Block coming in, path going out. Block. I don't want to say block coming in, path going out, because that would confuse how it works over here. Anywhere there's a merger of trains, I put path signals up front. Okay, we got to bring this out now. This guy's going to come way over here.
What?
What? What are you even talking about? Like, who are you talking to? We don't even play this game. We're just here for that biting Neverwinter commentary. We don't even play this game.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
Every time I hear that sound alert, you play this game? Great. Every time I hear the sound alert, I just picture that old lady on the ground. And, okay, so coming out, pay attention now. 3 path signals here. There's merging trains. Here's the merge, 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 merge. Here's the exit of the merge. We put a block signal. Thank you very much. Have a magical day. Remember that, madam? Have a magical day. Let's see. We're probably gonna have to go way. I might have to add some track here. I don't like being on the ground. Once you go hover pack, you never go back. Yeah, we're going to dedicate this branch to just this train station. So, however it goes. Okay, block there. We got a path over there. I'll just... Dude, can I fly? Hello? We'll put just a little something here. Just to keep everything moving. That didn't take long, did it? Getting some frickin' 3 massive... Well, they're 4 bangers. This is all to support nuclear, basically. Without nuclear, like, this game would be boring, I think. Let's see, how's it going, Mr. Orange? You see that commercial? Yeah, the commercial. So the commercial's still on. Like, what, on, like... I don't know what happened to television. Like cable TV, they used to have all these infomercials. I don't know if they still have infomercials. Like late night infomercials. Now we just got to name the train stations, but that's the least of our issues right now. We have a lot of work now. We got to get over here and start doing something. I need to get some power over there, and another beautiful thing about trains is that I can tap off the stations. So... Reason 5032 to use trains in this game. You want to know what's funny? I think the people who make this game don't like me. I think they've blocked me from posting my stream on their shoutouts. They won't let me do it anymore. They won't let me post any links in there. But it looks like other people can. Unless they have their mode set to days instead of... Like, maybe you can only post once every 3 days. I don't know if they changed it. Infomercials... Yeah, what happened to the infomercials, Bofi? No, I do think that... I think this company... I think I must have said something that they don't like. Because, you know, sometimes I say things that... it's not politically correct or whatever. Maybe I insulted some... You know... something. They won't be getting a Christmas card from me. I'll tell you that much. Look at those 2 beautiful nodes. I think I'm going to just chop down all these trees. That's what I'm going to do. Open it all up. We got some really big factories we have to make here. They ain't no frickin' joke, guys. This ain't no joke. We go underground utilities. Okay? That's how we roll. We'll leave that one open for now. that one open for now. This power, I guess we'll go over here for this. Yeah, I'm chopping all these frickin' trees down, dude. If it'll let me. I don't know if you can chop these trees. I think you can. I think you can. I'll put the factories on the same level. I'll go mining down here, and then well, this one might have to come up. Maybe we'll work on silica first. I don't know. When in doubt, just start laying foundation, and then your solutions will come to you. Isn't this pretty? Look at this. And I could change the color of these things, which I don't really do this very much, guys. Like I don't know if I can make it to where like it's permanent. Like every time I put down a station, it's a color that I've selected. Let that autosave go. I don't know if I make it permanent or not. Look at this. Just changing the color on some of the stuff, is it like it could just make it visually just so much different. Look at that. Now look at the difference now. Just all of a sudden it's like, whoa, dude. Let's build a little ramp down there, and then we're going to get MK3 mining down. You heard that right? I didn't stutter. MK3. I waited on using the blueprint until I was MK3 and MK5 on the belts. I'm like, why? I don't want to use the blueprint, you know. Well, I'll wait till I've got everything maxed out. Yeah, I don't know why I insulted. I don't know. I just got I got an uneasy feeling. But the problem is I can be quite paranoid. Kind of paranoid. Kind of person. Pure quartz. Not one, but two. We're going to get MK3 on here and max it out to 780, which is the maximum belt speed that you can go. And do I care about this shrubbery down here? No, because we're going to build up above ground. But I am going to start chopping all these frickin' trees, if the game will let me. Yes. I feel kind of bad almost. And I know it's a video game, but I feel like I don't feel good about chopping these trees down. A little bit of guilt. Feel some guilt. I feel guilty. Okay, if I'm getting 780 out of there per minute, guys, like what the heck? Can I go right into silica from raw quartz? Look at this. So 780 divided by 22.5 times 37.5. That's just on one line. So, and I'm going to do 2 lines of this. I don't need any this is all I need right here. I got 2. This is all silica. 22.5 and 37.5. 780 divided by 22.5. 34. 34 times 37.5. 1275 per minute on each line. That's 2,500 silica per minute coming on both of them. So I'll make 2 things, and I'll take, and I got 4 freight platforms for silica, and I'll take each output line, and then I will I'll just split them. I'll take each line and split once to have even flow into 2 and 2 on the freight platforms. And I think it's best just do everything up here. So I'll do this and then route it up and build this out, and then just put factories up here, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so for each one we need 3 dealy bobs. Let's make some dealy bobs. And first let's get rid of the garbo. The Greta Garbo. Now we're going to make some dealy bobs. Let's make some dealy bobs. So I have 2, I need a total of 6, so I just make 4 of these right here. 1. This is basically an ad-free stream. I've got it to the bare minimum, 30 seconds every 1 hour. And then I can manually intervene. Any downtime, 30-second downtime, run the ad and it resets. What is this? Get away from me. Okay, we're gonna go... maybe we go this way? I don't know. We gotta build out all this platform here. And... it's direct. I mean, we're going straight into constructors, so that's the good side. Yeah, I want to build from this way to this way, because the train station's over here. Build that out, get some power down, and build out the platform, and then we just route the what? Okay. We are just going to go... And let me get a... let's do some underground wiring. I could actually also... I got another way I could do it too. I'll put connections underneath here, scattered around, so I can just float anywhere. Yesterday was mostly laying track down. So today we did, so far we've done a roundabout intersection. We've set up some train stations coming in, going out, but yesterday was mostly running track. So we're looking pretty good to really exploit a lot of the map. I've got temporary stations just so I could get to these places. One here, one over in the Gold Coast too. I put that in yesterday off stream. So I just slap a train down and go wherever I want. Let's just start running some of this stuff. What's the closest one? This one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get full coverage, but we'll do the best we can. The payoff will come a little bit later when I've got the factories running and you just see these mountains of silica coming out. We start loading those into the train station. I'll probably splice off of this, get a power pole over here somewhere, and then just boom. These two guys. Once I get the uplifts done, then I don't even have to come down here anymore in terms of the quartz and silica and all that. Before I started streaming again, I really worked on the, I always want to make sure I have enough power. I don't want to run, I don't, like, when I start setting up power, I overcap, so I don't have to deal with it for a while. We're at 32.4, and I got plenty more available if I want to. That won't take long if I need the power. I'll calculate how many... What did I say on the constructor? Was it 34? So this... I'll make this one the silica. The one here on the furthest. And I can make two huge lines over here. So I'm actually going to use this space over here, I think. Because I'm going to be doing two lines. So... Luckily, there's just constructors. Let's look at this math again. 34? 34. 34 constructors. 34 divided by 2 is 16... 17? 17 on each side. So we're going to do 68. We're going to do 34 and 34. We're gonna have two lines. We're gonna have 34 and 34. The power of the pure node. And we're shoving all of that into these four. And I don't ever want to hear this game complain about silica ever again. Yeah, 17 on each side. Yeah, we're destroying the planet. I feel bad when I chop down these big trees. Talk about immersion. Plenty of room over here. Like I was talking, I keep talking about ads only because I made some changes this morning. I want to make it to where this channel is as ad-free as possible. The best I could do, there's two options. You can make it to where you get one pre-roll ad and that's it. But I'm doing it to where you're going to get a 30-second ad approximately once every hour. I mean, is that so bad? And some of you don't even get ads. If I could pay Twitch $8 a month as a streamer and make it to where I don't have there's no ads, I would do it. You know. Maybe. Okay, let's try to line up. I mean, I don't want to go too far. Let's start putting down some constructors and see how this is going to go. This is going to be actually the end over here. Something like... something like this. Does this seem reasonable to you? It does to me. Let's see how this looks. It's all MK5, boys. Precision. What a lovely pull. Let's see how this goes. We're going to use smart splitters. Hello? And the direction... Wait, what direction are we going in? I want to come this direction. This is the end, my friends. You bastard. That's what we want. Because let's bring everything this way, because here's our freaking whatchamacallits. We are kind of close here, because I actually need to bring these two together. These two lines together here. I think. How much are we getting? Let's check. If we do 17... if we're doing 34 times 37, we may have to split these up, which would be even better. 34, so there's 12... What? 34, there's 7... We need to go, what's 17? 637. So we're actually going to have all separate feeds coming out. Boop, like, tie these together, down. Tie these together, down. These together, down. These together, down. Those 4 separate lines are just going to go into the 4 containers. Under 7 each or 637 each is perfect. It's perfect. We're going to be running 637 per minute into each freight platform when we're done with this. On the Silica. That's beautiful. It's bio break time. So I'm going to visit the little boy's room. And so why don't I play a 30-second ad, and that'll reset it to where if you do get ads, you won't get another one for at least an hour. So let me run a 30-second ad, and while I'm, while I'm away. Where's my sewage water? Hello? Let me run a 30-second ad so you're not going to miss anything. Not going to miss anything. I think this is good. I'm okay with how Twitch does the ad stuff. Now we can move on to their other problems and try to help them solve their other problems. I'll be back in a minute. Going. Sorry, guys, a little bit longer than usual. The next ad runs in 1 hour and 40 minutes. That's not terrible. I had to make the sewage water. I think we have a plan here. Let's go. We're going to go smart splitters on all of these for load balance. So any, and overflow. It's a great way to load balance on stuff coming in. Let's try this one. Hey now. I should probably hook up the outputs and just kind of see how it's going to go. Damn, dude. Something like that. Something like that. Let's get all these down. If I'm only running one out, I don't... This is not going to be doubles unless I'm using some storage containers, which I'm not going to. So we'll go... It's going to be single line coming in. But we're getting 630 per minute coming in on these, so it's pretty good. And a total of 4. That's like 2,500 per minute total on the silica. That's not too shabby at all. So, oh, I could put it in this side already. And since I'm here, let's just get this out of the way. This is Rocky Desert. Is that what it's called? RD load silica. By 4. And so that there. How do I want to do this? Oh, they're separate. They're all separate lines. So this will be the end of this one. And then it'll be something like this. I don't need Mark 5 on there. We can go Mark 4 since I have so many of the encased beams. So that'll be like that. Each one will have a separate one. Because it's 17 by... So I'll go like that. Like that. Like that. And... Same thing here. Like this. And then one here. Like that. We're gonna the quartz line is gonna start on that side and everything's coming this way. So the aggregate then will come down here. One portal for each freight platform. $637 per minute on each. Let's get this, let's do this first before we get too confident. Okay. Quartz is over here. So, I mean, I really gave myself a lot of room for the other factories here. Because we're going to have to do copper ingots, and then I'm also going to bring over Caterium ore. So we're gonna make a lot of copper ingots, and we're gonna load copper ingots in one of these, but also quickwire in another one. That's how many we're making. I think we're gonna make way more than we need. And if I can get copper ingots in one of these, in addition to that, then that copper ingots can be used for other things too. More Caterium somewhere else. I don't know, I'm making enough. I'm making enough. I would go like if I need copper powder in the future, but it's kind of like, I don't know, like copper powder is one and done. Once I make this final thing for phase 4, I don't need copper powder anymore. But it might be required after game launch when they have new tiers. All these items that are feeds for phase 4, we might need tons of those in the future. So we'll worry about like that when we see the patch notes for whenever that comes out for launch. If we get some kind of roadmap for launch or whatever, where we are going to pick that over and see how it affects what we're doing and everything. Oh, wrong way. Coming this way. I've seen some other streamers, not like end gamers, you know, not like OGs or whatever. Some new streamers come in. A lot of them are having issues with aluminum when they get to the aluminum phase. And I would say, like on this particular build, aluminum was very easy for me. I mean, it was, you know, it really went very well. And maybe because I've done it before, but there was one thing I did that I found to be critical that made aluminum into sheets and, well, making ingots. Okay, the point of aluminum really is to make the ingots. The rest is straightforward. What a lot of people try to do on making the ingots is there's a piece where you're bringing water in or something along with coal and whatever, and one of the outputs is actually water, and a lot of people are trying to route that water back into the system, and it's very delicate trying to do that and get everything to match up correctly without filling containers, and then your whole line shuts down. So what I did this time on the aluminum was that water that's coming out near the beginning process, I don't know if it's with the scrap or whatever, that water that comes out of the refineries, instead of trying to run it back in, I just went ahead and I used the alternate recipe for wet concrete, and I created concrete from the water in limestone and sunk it into the awesome sink, instead of trying to route that back in to save a little bit of whatever electricity or whatever it is. That made everything so much easier. So this is looking pretty good. I wonder if I should hook up the stuff to the freight platform, but I mean, that's not going to be any kind of an issue. So I think we can just go and start. So 17 on each side. And then you talk about like newer players and stuff. Let's yeah, it's kind of tight here. Let's put the lifts in just to make sure everything's okay. It's pretty. It's all right. Okay, that's working. That's looking okay. That's fine. There's big things in this game, like monolith moments. They're like getting to coal power is a monolith moment. And because then you get off biomass burners and you have to go farm leaves and stuff. So there's big seminal moments in this game, and then there's also certain things I think that really will make your gaming experience so much better. I just demonstrated one this morning when it comes to trains. And that's the roundabout, which just completely decimates, in my opinion, making junctions. This right here. To me, that's a huge improvement or thing to do when you do trains and stuff like that. The other one that I think is really big, and when I first started playing, I didn't even know, I never did it. I didn't even know about it. I didn't think about it. Is this system right here. I'm looking back at all the times that I'm trying to route things into machines. All the gyrations. And then you get even into manufacturers. And it's just a mess. I think they call this a manifold, I think. And that's what I'm doing right here. Where you're just running a line and then splitting off like this. For distribution into machines. And so back then, this was quite a long time ago. I actually did a search. I'm like, I need a better way to get stuff into these machines. And, sometimes you do Google search, you never know what you're going to get. So, a video recommendation came up. And it was, the one that came up, and I don't know if he originated or not, but his video link came up, and that was Total Eclipse, is how you pronounce his name. And that's where he described this manifold system, if that's what it's called, manifold. And I was watching and I was just like, that's exactly what I'm looking for. So I gotta give him credit. And I do exactly, and I still remember what he did. And I'm doing the same thing. I leave the bottom one open and I come to the next one. Even if, I always leave the bottom open because it allows you to move freely under here if you need to. Kind of an open space under here. And that was described in his video as well, so that's pretty good. There's so many, you guys know the deal on like YouTube, there's so many clickbait videos on YouTube. It's, I always appreciate when I find something that's like, oh, this is really good. This is exactly what I'm looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Boom. We gotta start getting electricity through here anyway. I'm gonna leave... Am I gonna just leave this open? I think I'll just leave this open. So... Because I'm not coming back here to sit around and say, oh, look at my pretty buildings. The Dune Desert is where my city is. So that's where all the focus is on building, is going to be on building, like pretty factories, if you want to call it that. The point of this, when this game gets to the point where all the function is done, and it's like, okay, let's go make everything pretty now. That's when things get tough for me. Because I'm just not artsy-fartsy enough to make things, like aesthetically beautiful. But I'm trying this time. I'm going to try this time to do it more. So I've chosen to build like a mega city. It's like a city kind of look in the Dune Desert. What am I doing? I actually have a blueprint for constructors. Like, what am I doing? Let's try it here and see if everything works out. Okay, I want everything coming this way. The only difference is going to be this little end piece right here. I have a blueprint for this. In fact, let me bring it up and then modify one for silica. Laying down constructors is not a problem. How's it going? Hi to you. Laying down constructors is not a problem. It's then coming back in and putting in all the splitters and all that kind of stuff. Constructors. Let's put the analyzer down and make one for silica based on one we already had. What am I doing? Talk about reinventing the wheel. So the only thing I need to do here is change this to silica. Hello? Ouch. So I changed one to silica, I did copy settings, and then just move up to each machine, and then just do a paste. Make sure we got them all. Okay, so now this is set. All these are set for silica with raw quartz coming in. And that's a total of 8 with power distribution, smart splitters already in place with overflows. So now we're going to come back into here and we're going to save this. Constructor by 8, silica. Into the constructor category, save blueprint. Let's exit out, make sure it's all there. Right there, everything's back good. So now we clear this. And no reason to keep them around. So let's try this over here. I don't know if I'll be able to line this up, but... what was I thinking? Blueprints, silica, and we want it coming this way. So the green arrows on the end caps are coming this way. I don't know if this is going to match up. Going to be a little bit different because of whatever. So I'll just leave this side like this. And then we'll move this a little bit. So each line is separate. So we're just going to have like this. Like that. Everything's coming this way. See that there? Aggregate. So now that's 8. So I need a total of 34, 17 on each side. And let's make sure we got power connections underneath so I can float. Must be able to float. We'll see if that's okay. Let's continue running these. After we're done with this, we'll come back and delete this and then run using the blueprints. Okay, let's do another one. Blueprint. Silica. Coming in this direction. Main thing is to line up the ladders. Where is that thing? It's right there. Get it as close as possible. Thankfully, I caught myself on this. Like, what am I doing? Use the blueprint. Connect this up here. Connect these here. And connect the and tie in the power. Okay, that's 16. Do I like 34? Frick. Okay, that's coming this way. Line that up. Like that. Can you imagine if I sat here for the next 4 hours placing down individual machines when I had the blueprint right there for me? Cringe. And let's do this. Three times 8 is 24. Another one will be 32. And then we just add, we'll add another one and then just turn off the power on the others. So we have 34 total. I have this habit of just wanting to do everything manually. Okay, let's hook up that power. Guy. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 8 is 32. Last time I checked. I'm going to go ahead and hook up the power. That way I'll be able to float like a butterfly. Boom! Everyone's lit. Before I set up this one, I'll go ahead and start this. I'll bring the quartz up. $32. I just need 2 more. For 34. Maybe I'll just handcraft those. I don't know. Just 2 more? 32, 33, 34. 2 more. Kinda, you know. It's alright. What's going on here? This guy conflicting? Smart splitter and any overflow. Any. And then just paste these in. Yeah, it's not too bad. Then we'll just have to kind of tap off of this and make a little power pole, which is fine. Perfectly fine. So, okay, so I'm going to do maybe something like this. And bring this up like this. And bring this up like this. And let's find our quartz and route that puppy up here. Oh, we got one right here, guys. But we want the one that's over here, I think. So, I mean, I could do something like this. And something like this. I don't think it's... I think it's too long. I might have to put something up here. I don't think that's going to work. Too long. I'll just bring it up.
You stupid.
Totally. Totally stupid. Go like that. And just don't fall, dude. Whatever you do. Go like this. And then we'll go like this. Then we'll go like this. Let's wait. Let's let the game save. Drink some sewage water. Get to work. That's that one. So this one will come over here. Is this guy working? Thought I hooked up the power on this. Oh, I forgot the frickin' lifts. And let's get these in. Mark 4s? I think I want these to be Mark 5 on this side. That is Mark 5, okay. There we go. Let's do this one. And I want to get that silica going in like right now. Let's get that stuff going in those freight platforms. Just want to watch that beautiful silica. Everyone hooked up? We'll verify everyone's producing. Just kind of do a spot checks and stuff. This is going to fill so fast. So, do I go all the way back on this one? I think so. It's going that way. That's going that way. So it's going to be something like this. Just bring it down a little bit. Like that. I'll bring this one to the furthest one. I hope I don't fall. I hope there's enough power around. Bring this one all the way to the out. Out and out, 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 out. Like that. Should be okay. I mean, there's train stations right here, so should not be a problem. All the way, all the way, all the way. Now I'm going to do this. Come down just a little bit, and then we'll tie this in. Okay. So that's that side. Now let's bring this way over here to leave plenty of room for the other ones. Just bring this over like this. And we'll bring this one down. So each freight platform is going to get a separate line, 637 each. Let's go, baby. This is just the silica part of this operation here. We have a lot of work to do after we're done with the silica. So I like to kind of split it up. Yesterday we were running train track. I don't want to run like a bunch of train track like 2 days in a row. Kind of mix it up a little bit. Let's get this going. Now let's unleash the silica on these two lines and make sure everything's going good. Unleash the silica. Go like this. And we'll go like this. Mark 5. You're on your way. Let's do this one, and then we'll go check the containers. And then I want to make sure everyone's doing their job and everything's connected correctly. If something can go wrong, it will go wrong. Okay, we got that. Let's go check the containers. These two. $637 per minute coming in on each one. These guys are already pounding it out. Go, 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 go. Let's just run down, do a quick check. Everyone should be producing. Oh, we have to wait for the load balance to take place. On the smart splitters. This is going to fill before it goes to the next one. Log in. Gotta wait for the load balancing to work before they're all producing. Let's make sure all connections are in. I'm pretty confident we did good here. Connections. Pork bellies. Very nice. We'll do a quick check later after all the load balancing is done, just to make sure everything's gooch in the cooch. And now we work on the other side. Let's delete this little mistake. Since we are using blueprints, we caught it in time. The funny thing is that, like, just commentary on the game kind of thing, that I feel like this game is pretty easy because up until this point, because you can get away with buffering things. You could do set it and forget it on a lot of stuff and just let your game run to catch up for inefficiencies. But nuclear power is a different story, based on my thinking here. Nuclear power is a constant need. If you want your plants running, you have a constant need of inputs. So without nuclear power, I find this game to be really, like, I don't know how to say it, not very challenging. At least the current state of the game. Because everything can be buffered. And you could do a bunch of stuff and it's inefficient. Let your game run 24/7 and you'll eventually catch up. Because you don't need constant, and then we're not talking about like oil for power. Well, that's a constant need for the power. But you're just pumping oil. And then you're just running it into refineries and what have you. So the source really is already there for you. So even though oil power is a constant, and coal as well, they're basic constants. It's not very difficult at all to get those constants running. It's It's when you've unlocked tier 8 and you haven't touched nuclear yet. You are like, and even if you look at the phase 4 turn-ins, those are one and done. Like, there's some complicated equipment there possibly, and bringing a bunch of stuff together. But why should I even make a factory for these at this point? Because they're one and done. You're going to unlock phase 4 and that's it. That's the end. I want to see, like, in the future, after the game launches and stuff like that, I'd like to see, beyond nuclear, are there motivations to mass produce things a lot, you know, consistently. Hopefully there will be more of that in the future. Because optimizing and, I mean, this map is full of nodes, and I mean, I mostly used nodes in the Dune Desert, basically mostly nodes in the Dune Desert outside of a little bit from the Blue Crater for oil, a little bit of bauxite and copper from the swamp area, and that's about it. Everything else Dune Desert, and I pretty much finished the game in terms of unlocking all the tiers. If I don't do nuclear, then, you know, I like to have more motivations to produce a lot of stuff in the future. Hopefully that's going to be there. I think they're really working on... You know what I think they're working on? I think they're working on... I don't even know what to call it. Do I want to call it Satisfactory 2.0? I don't know. They call it 1.0. But maybe they're working on so many things that it's going to really feel like a new game. Because these guys always deliver. Whatever it is they decide to work on, I mean, they always hit the ball out of the park from what I've seen. Once I finish this next line, this is going to be enough silica to power all the uranium plants. I don't know if plutonium needs silica or no. I don't know about that. This will be enough for all the initial cells that are going to be generated. Out of here. 2,100 uranium per minute available on the map. Divided by 25 is 84. 84 manufacturers. That requires 84 times 15 silica. Well, we're just going to worry about silica right now. And then we'll move on to the next ones. Quick wire is coming up too. Sulfur, I need to look to see where the pure, like where the sulfur is. But that's sulfur ore. It's just sulfur ore that it needs, not anything built from sulfur. Plutonium, pressure conversion cube, fuse modular frames and radio control units. If I jump to this one, 0.5, definitely going to be using this one. This gets you 0.5 instead of 0.25 on the fuel rod generation. $5 per minute on this one, but I think in case plutonium cells, is that going to come out of this? What? I don't have 100 electromagnetic control rods. It might be coming out of part accelerators. I don't remember. But anyway. See, if I go this way, it's only 0.25. They do. It's the accelerator, right? See, if I go this way, it's 0.25. By going the other way with the FMFs, I can get 0.5. So if I'm a freak and I want to produce maximum electricity with uranium and plutonium, I go with the assembler. It's going to create 0.5. This is my end game. Because, like I said, once you have Tier 8 unlocked and it was all done by, you can just wait. So, my end game is going to have to, for now, is just nuclear. To push it as far as I can to really, test your limits on production. That's the way I see it. Because I already finished the game. I just got these turn-ins for something that's a placeholder. I'm finished. If we don't have nuclear, I just wouldn't know what else to do. But we're going to do nuclear the hard way. Take over the... Yeah, that's right, Dova. That's always what it's about. Trains, I feel like I've got trains down, like... I don't want to say I'm an expert, because I ain't no expert at anything. But trains are, like... It's like the back of my hand now. Trains are just, like... I love them. And... the roundabout, and just once you learn signaling, trains are, to me, the thing that makes this game. And I don't know about any other build-it games, but trains take a kind of cool building game and make it to where I don't want to play anything else. That's what trains, to me, in Satisfactory are that thing that just brings it all together. It just brings it all together and takes this game to the next level. And I'm just talking personally. Yeah, it's personally for me. Whatever you guys, if you guys like putting buildings and decorating them, that's, if that's what you like to do, you don't care about high production and all that, that's perfectly fine. It's an open game, do whatever you want. Don't matter. Still in training, yeah. To me, trains are the best. Yeah, trains are the best. Especially since I tried to push vehicles earlier. A few weeks ago, this build was actually about vehicles. And I pushed them, and they started to break. And I ended up getting rid of all of them and just laying down train tracks. Okay, we're going to build this out. Let's, I'm trying new things today. The way I have this stream set up right now is it's 30 seconds of ads every hour, unless I manually run them. So, can I line that up? Oh, hello? I think that looks pretty good, guys. We're going, this is going to be 637 each line. And one container for each one. And these are being load balanced right now with smart splitters. That's why some just aren't going yet. Oh, I know what the problem is. Why it's taking so long for these, for the load balance to take place. Because I didn't power shard the fricking MK3 miner. That's why. It's doing 480 right now. Is there like a fog rolling in? Something like that. Let's get some power shards in here, guys. Highways, cargo, yeah. I mean, I think on a small scale, my opinion is that vehicles work great on a small scale, but if you try to do what I did with vehicles, I was trying to build a living, breathing city with trucks everywhere, picking up and delivering stuff from one warehouse to another, weird things started to happen. Weird bugs that should not have happened. And when I realized that, I'm like, there is nothing I can really do to prevent this. So I got rid of all the vehicles. I think I had 50 or so tractors running on recordings. And when you have a tractor running on a recording, he should never veer off of that. And I had tractors delivering stuff to new truck stops that they have no business delivering stuff to. And I was like, okay, that's it. I don't know if it's because I'm experimental or whatever it is, but forget it. Forget it. It's not worth it to do it, because I wanted it for visual purposes to make it look like a city. I'll just use trains. So that's what I did. Not going to work very well if we're running 480 on the assumption that we're going to run 780. There we go. I love troubleshooting. You know, I love, like, another reason why I love nuclear is because, and I'll read what you guys have to say. Another reason I love nuclear is because it tests all your systems. You know, you're running nuclear and all of a sudden, uh-oh, I'm losing power. Holy frick, I'm not making enough. What, did I do something wrong? And you trace it back, you're like, holy frick, I'm going to make a whole new factory to kind of push this. Now, I know you can kind of calculate everything in advance. I'm going to do more of that on this save. But my last nuclear build was YOLO. And I'm like, it ended up being one of the most important things I needed for that was high-speed connectors in order to make 8 EMCRs per minute instead of 4. That was one of the big things I was lacking, was the control rods. Let's see. Yeah, I know. People have different things. I think I could set it up for doing pre-rolls only, and I need to see a screen print of what that looks like, you know. But the you know, RAM, there's good and bad to everything, right? I mean, I'm trying to think of how many times I've gone into a stream and an ad plays right away, and how many times have I left that stream. So I'm gonna go with this for now and see how it goes. It all depends on people in the channel. If they say, look, you know, I don't like this or whatever.
Hi,
you know,
I'm Kalina. Thanks for the follow.
You got the animation, right? Thank you for the follow. Dova, thank you. I hope that animation showed. I heard it, so it must have showed. Can you have 80 car trains? I don't know. I'm not sure what the limit is. Yeah, so that's what I did. I've now come to the conclusion that, it did. So auto vehicles was an early thing that they gave us with this game, pretty early, right? I mean, I think it came with the game, and they've always been troubleshooting and fixing initially over the first 2 years their vehicle system for recording, but trains, I just think trains, not only do they work better and less buggy than vehicles, for me the features that trains have are just over the top so much better than vehicles. So I could understand using maybe a big truck to move some stuff, you know, on a recording or whatever. I mean, that's what I'm talking. I'm talking about recording. I'm not talking about just you driving around on your own. But to try to use them in mass, I will never do that again. I already knew trains were better, but I just visually wanted to see what it would be like using vehicles. Okay, we're 780 on these two. I do want to take this opportunity to thank you guys for coming into this stream. We even have other streamers here that are stopping by, and that is always appreciated as well. We have people that don't even play this game. that stop by. And that doesn't go unnoticed. Okay, this should load balance. This is almost done now with the load balancing. Now that we're getting 780 in, we'll come back and check on this. But we're pounding it out now. So let's work on this side. Now, what I was going to do, the thing with the ads. Like right now, it's just going to go quick bathroom break. So I was going to play a 30-second ad, and that'll reset this. Then the next 30-second ad isn't coming for another 50 minutes if I don't do anything. I think for now, I'm going to go ahead with the thing to where when people come in, they don't get a pre-roll. Because I'm hoping, like, you're going to wait upwards of over an hour before you get a 30-second ad. Hopefully, new people maybe come in and within that 1 hour or more, they decide that it's worth being here on the stream and have to deal with a 30-second ad that's coming out every hour or hour and a half. And like I said, there's a lot of times I've gone in streams and pre-rolls play, and then I'm like looking for someone else. So, but that topic obviously is open for discussion on what you should do. Should you do pre-rolls or you should do the other thing? I'm trying to make it as easy as possible, less ads as possible for people. I'm not trying to get rich streaming. I would need a couple thousand viewers consistently before the dollar signs would start going into my eyes, where I'm like, well, let me see how I'm going to monetize this even more, Let's do another one, shall we? Zooping and blueprints. That's what we call QOL, guys. Let's actually let's just get this. Let's hook up the power right now so I can guarantee the hover pack's gonna work. Okay. Now, this is the silica part. This is only the beginning of what's going on here. I've got 2 pure copper nodes, 3 pure iron nodes, I believe, and a random Caterium node over here, a little bit ways away. So, there's a whole bunch of work coming up, and I think I'll be able to make enough copper ingots to not only maximize the Caterium node that's over here, but have copper ingots left over for another train station, I believe. So we are going to be spending some time here. And again, if it wasn't for nuclear, why would I even do this? So thank God there's like an end game for me to an end game that I have chosen to do. Let's build this out. Did I say I was going to take a bio break? I think so. I've had 2 K-pods of coffee this morning. I really would like another one, but I don't know if, we do have marginal utility to deal with, but we also, is that too much coffee? Am I doing the right ones? This better be silica. Thank you. Thank you. I need to find out when, like, Lord Zath is streaming so I can hang out over there and stuff like that. I don't know if he mains World of Warships, but he plays those kind of games, which I love watching. Especially World of Tanks. I used to love watching that. Let's see. Yeah, okay, let me read. What I would do is where the trucks would deliver a cargo depot, then trains. That's what I was going to do. I was going to have trucks within the city and then train stations on the outskirts of the city. And I was going to use trucks within the city, and then they would deliver stuff to the train stations like you would do in the real world. That was the plan. That was the plan. That was totally the plan. The great thing about games like World of Tanks and World of Warships is it's the anticipatory stress. And that's, to me, that's the best thing, is when you don't know what's around the next corner, as opposed to some games where PvP games where it's just, YOLO. One, two, three. Oh, just match it up with this. I've made some real decisions over the last few weeks. Guys, I haven't streamed on this, just 5th stream today. We were away from this channel for, 3-4 months? I was trying to figure out what the hell am I going to do. I keep buying these new games and I just keep getting disappointed. I finally came to the realization, you know what? The only game I keep coming back to is Satisfactory. Let's just stick with it. And that'll save me some money in the long term. What did I pay for this game? $40 in 2018? They're not monetizing anything. Friday, Sunday, Monday evening. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I do. Most of my lurking is later in the day. I always got some streams up, but I will, even when I wasn't playing Satisfactory or streaming it, I always brought up Satisfactory streams. I just find it just interesting to watch. Especially the new players. Schadenfreude. Because I want to watch the new players, and I'm like, whatever you're doing right there, that's what I used to do when I first started. Okay, we just need to add 2 more here. I think that's 32. 1, 2, 3, 4. How about some electricity? Did we hook up the electricity? And I kind of touched on this the other day. And another thing that came into my thought process in terms of like streaming and stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do, quick bio break. And the 30-second ad is not supposed to run for 38 minutes. I'm going to do it now, and that'll reset the timer. So you're not going to miss any of the action. I'll be back in a minute. That wasn't so bad, was it? If anyone got an ad, some of you guys aren't even getting ads. So the next, if I don't do anything, the next 30-second ad will take place an hour and 30 minutes from now. Unless I manually run it, then it'll reset again. Yep. Let's continue. We're going to finish this silica really fast today. I just keep ordering more and more vitamins. I have thousands of more hours of gameplay. I don't want to die. There's too much to do. Okay, let's add a couple of guys here. There's too much to do. I ain't gonna die. Wow, are you a poet, login? That's too deep for me. That's way above my level. I'm simple folk. Log in. Copy. Copy Pastorino. We probably gonna have to take a quick break here, and then that'll be it for the rest of the stream. Nice shooting, Tix. Get this quartz hooked up, and we're gonna be done with silica. The biggest thing with nuclear that I'm doing that may completely explode in my face is the fact that I'm going to try to put all my nuclear plants over here within visual range of my home base. There's no water, barely. I might end up irradiating half of the city. I don't know. The easy thing to do is to do nuclear all over in here. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try a different way. Because I need these kind of challenges in order to keep up. I'll be back a couple of minutes. No, thank you for your patience. What did I say? Those are my own words? I don't think so. I don't talk like that. I'm a simple country boy. Yeah, this is actually going to work out even better. It'll come out further. Just a simple country boy login. Guy. So we're going to go like this. Watch the magic. Being able to run stuff underneath is another, like, something so that would seem so simple is such a huge QOL. That kind of thing right there. Oh, crap. $780? Yes, $780. These guys should start working now. Let's get some lifts on this one. Sweet. Load balance using smart splitters. Make sure everything's hooked up. And this guy's working. Let's get the... Did I do the this part yet? I don't think I did. I'm going to bring it into the front too. Those are over there. That's 1, 2, so we'll go this way. I could probably tack those together, these two, pretty easily. Like this. Like this. And then we're going to do this. We're going to go like this. Then I'm going to go like this. Huh? Having trouble? This guy line up or not? Look at that. I don't know what to do. It's all right. We'll just make them separate. It's no problem. Okay, that. And we tie on the other side, and we're pounding out 637 silica per line times 4. I want to keep playing, and then when we get official launch for the game, it'll be like I'll decide then. But I would like to start over, depending upon like what's coming in official launch. And starting over would be more about for streaming purposes. If I wasn't streaming, I don't know if I would want to ever start over again, to be honest. Now, luckily there's mods for hard drives and stuff like that. That makes it much more digestible. And then with the blueprints. Look how quickly I put this together because of the blueprints. I think that's more. That's 637 times 4. That's whatever. More is that more than 2,500 per minute in total. It looks like we are complete with silica. We're done. Now the big thing is, like, you could just start, you know. I mean, look at all these. You can just start throwing manufacturers throwing on plants, and then you're like, wait a minute. These things do need power. Well, let's make sure we're maximum consumption. That means if every single machine on this map is running at the same time, is 35,000. We are producing 32,400. I have another 600 oil waiting that came in by train, just waiting to be used to make more power if I need it. We're looking pretty good. I can't imagine a situation, potentially, where every single machine is running at the same time right now. Silica is looking pretty good. I want to get over here and just kind of take note of where these nodes are. And let's start just running some kind of like, kind of bring some electricity over somehow. Try to keep things underground as much as possible. I think, what is this, 3? I think there's a copper up there. So I think there's 2 pure coppers and 3... I'm going to chop down all these trees. It's just going to make it easier, I think. This guy right here is going to get in the way. Is that limestone? Well, I have all this area to work with. So maybe I'll just I'll just try to do a lot of it over here, I guess. Yeah, start over here, end over here. We'll have lines for copper ingots, and we'll have a line somewhere over here for Caterian. So copper and the ingots I need for the quick wire, but I think I could produce a lot more ingots, and I want to put those in one of these. What about all this over here? Look at all this room. I gotta look at the ratios also. Let's see what we got here. Pure iron? Pure iron? Pure iron? What? What's radiation doing over here? There's really that many iron nodes? There's got to be 2 coppers. Here's 1 copper. I think there's 1 up there, maybe. There it is. I think the best thing to do is chop all these trees down first. Then we'll get MK3 miners on definitely the 2 copper nodes, and we'll see how much iron we need. That little uranium node. I don't think there's any way to get rid of that. I don't know if I could take it. Then it goes away, and then I have to dispose of the. You can't delete uranium. I think. I don't think you can delete it. I don't know if you can. I thought you had to kind of put it far away. Maybe it's the waste you can't delete. Just running all over the place. Autosave. Who's next? Not bad. Go that one there, that one there. Let's see, let's check these other nodes. I don't know if I could delete. I want to get rid of that uranium. I wonder if I could pick it and delete it. Look at this. I don't know, like, what you can do here. Can I actually pick this? Let's see what happens. Can I delete this? Yeah, you can delete uranium. You can't delete uranium waste. So can I just get rid of this? Does this have an end? Hey, is this whole rock infested with What's going on here? Is there another node up here? I don't know where that's coming from. Maybe there's another little node. I think I think it's permanent. This whole, I mean, you know what I mean? The like, look, even if I do this, so this just got some radiation inside of it that there's nothing you can do about. Maybe that's what that green is. I don't know. Unless I see another little node structure. Maybe does the scanner catch those little node structures? Maybe not. Maybe there's another node structure here. And I just didn't see it. Maybe the scanners don't catch those little ones. I think it's permanent. I think it's a permanent radiate. Look. Like, where's the frickin' node? There's nothing here. I think I've seen that before. Where it's just permanent radiation, you know. I don't know if there's a cave in there or not. The permanent nodes of uranium, there isn't one here. Maybe there is a cave. What's this? Sulfur? Deuterium. I don't know. But I do have filters, so. And I'm not going to live over here, so. But it's kind of weird. So I'm going to take... Let's refocus. Foundry. What are the ratios? Okay, so we're limited by the copper. I don't know, I think I've seen it before where, I don't know if it's been a cave, but I've like, this rock structure is permanently radiated. I've seen it before. So, this is going to be driven by copper ore. There are two pure nodes here. So, 780. I don't know if I want to do the whole thing or just do them separate. 780 divided by 50. Or, yeah, 780. Let's just try that first. 780. Hey, man. 780 divided by 50 is 15. Let's call it 15. What if I tried the whole... No, you can't. You can only go 780 on a line. Then 15. But the output. So we're just talking about one copper node here. And then if I'm going to have 15 foundries, we're going to get 1,500 copper ingots per minute. So I'd be splitting that. 1,500 divided by 2 is 750. So perfect. So I'll have 4 lines again. 4 lines of copper ingots. Each line will be 750. 750 times 4. That's okay, 750 times 4. What do we get out of a pure Deuterium node? There is a pure Deuterium node not far from here. So I wanted to not only make copper ingots, deliver those to the train station. I wanted to go ahead and make a quick wire here as well, as much as I can with one pure node. That's 780. Let's take a look. That would go into smelters? No. That would be... Yeah, we have to make the ingots. So 780 divided by 45. I'm gonna start getting confused. I need my other calculator. Screw the in-game calculator. 780 divided by 45 is 17. So 17 times 15 is 255. 255 ingots per minute. Is that an assembler? $255 divided by 7.5. 34. 34 times 37. Let's see if we have how many. I just want to see how many copper ingots I'm going to be consuming. 34 times 37.5 is 1,275. Now, how many did I say I'm going to be making? 1,275 is what I'm going to use up on one pure Caterium node to also make quick wire with those ingots. 1,275, 1,275. 1275, 1275, you, 1270, 1280, 1280, 1280, going what, 1290, 1290, going once, going twice. What did I say that was the total? Copper ingot production? Was it 750 times 4? 750 times 4? So 2 of these will be used for the quick wire. And then the rest can go right into another train station on the copper ingots, which is 1,500 per minute. Oh, 70, thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm looking for. The remaining copper ingots. So that's pretty good. We'll have a train station with ingots, and then we'll have a train station with mountains of quick wire. That quick wire is going to contribute to the amount of quick wire that's needed for nuclear. We're going to need over 6,000 quick wire per minute for nuclear. But I want to have a train station with copper ingots too. We only have one Caterium node over here. So the copper ingots in the train station, I'll keep that in the bank in the future. For if I find another Caterium node, I'll bring the copper ingots from here over to there and make more quick wire. Copper powder is a one and done. I'm not going to waste these things on copper powder right now. For now. Maybe I'll just get this thing done on phase 4 so I don't have to worry about copper powder anymore. Thank you. 1725 remaining. I tend to dump products into a central load balancing set of storage bins, then feed in lines on the production row, outputs to cut. That sounds great, Space Monkey. That sounds next level. Is that right, though? I did 3,000 yeah, I mean, we're going to take 2 copper nodes and 780 divided by 50, which is 15.6. So let's just call it 30 foundries, basically, which is 3,000. You got it, yeah, 3,000. Bingo. 3,000 minus, what was the other number? 1,275. So we got plenty for the Caterium node that's kind of in the area. And then we got enough copper to go ahead and load that into another train station. And that quick wire is going to contribute to the total we're going to need per minute for all the nuclear, the maximum nuclear power that you could possibly make. Let's get our, let's get all the MK3s down. I'm not going to need all these nodes here. You know, just a couple. I'm going to route this stuff up and build on a big flat surface. I'm not going to start putting machines down here. I got to locate that Caterium node as well. Probably just chop all these frickin' trees down. I don't know why there's radiation here. Pretty good. We got the silica done. Now, I don't do, like, I'm kind of trying to figure out what Space Monkey's talking about. But I don't, if you're talking about different kinds of products and then you're splitting them out, I don't know if that's what you meant. Or you're just talking about straight up load balancing. Let's get the mining equipment on the 2 copper nodes, get them buffed up to 780, build out that build out the foundations, and then get power over here and get these guys all lined up. And then I'll just bring everything up or whatever, up and over. I don't want to deal with all these elevations. Like, seriously. Hello, little buddy. How's it going? You weren't so friendly last time I was over here. On my old save. Before passive mode. Now you're my little friend. And you're going to have to get out of my way, though. Soon. There's always... This is where I always start. Use iron... Oh, this is where you start when you do a new save? Is that a pure limestone node over there? This is pretty good. I don't know if there's any coal around and all that kind of stuff, but this is a good... Seems pretty good. It's pretty nice over here. Gee, where did this guy get all these inventory slots from? What the hell's going on? It's a secret. HD cheat. Those guys. Portable miner. Nothing better than have a bunch of portable miners nearby. A little buddy, you might want to step back. I'm going to have more room to work with than I thought I would have. This is good. I don't know about you guys, but I'm the kind of guy that likes to work on flat surfaces. It's just how I am. we're probably going to be in this area for a while. Because even when I start working the ingots, I got to bring the Caterium over too. So settle in, get comfy, and today's... Oh, are we already at 3.5 hours on the stream? Hello? Guys, it's like an ad-free stream. I swear to God. It's like the next scheduled 30-second ad is not for another hour. I think we have solved one of the big Twitch problems that I was having. I'll be freaking Twitch fanboy. Next thing you know, I'm going to go to that TwitchCon. Hey man, I'm glad TwitchCon's in Vegas. I'm not going this year, but if they do TwitchCon in Vegas every year, I really am more motivated to go. San Diego's beautiful, but Vegas, I haven't been to Vegas in a long time. I hope they still have buffets there, because that's the reason I go. I don't need to build... I just need a little bit of platform action here. I don't need to cover this entire thing. Just need to get the goodies over here and then decide which direction I want to go in. Output's over here, so look at all the room I have to work with. Hello. How many did I say? We're going to start with foundries. $780 on each divided by 50. We'll just round it off. 15. So easy. We're gonna go 15 and 15. Do I have a blueprint for frickin' foundries? I don't. Smelters, yes, but not foundries. Yeah. Starter nodes. Yeah, this is nice. It's nice over here. I mean, for oil, yeah, this is a good starting area. I love the Dune Desert. That's where I always start. I've got my favorite little starting place. This is good, though. Yeah, that's you and me. I mean, I restarted so many, like, I've started this game before, and after 8 hours, I'm like, you know what? I don't like how things are going for me. I'm going to start over again. TwitchCon. Oh, you wanted to be on the East Coast. Yeah, the problem is Twitch is located in California. That's the problem. That's the problem. San Diego's nice, but I think it's a brilliant decision to go Vegas. But Twitch has been taking some hits to their reputation over the last year. So, you know, they need to, and the CEO quit. I assume that's a pure limestone node right there, which I don't really need, but it's nice to know it's there. Yeah, it's a good starting area. It's pretty nice. I like these trees. 2 coppers. The origin is going to be over here. So I actually want to bring... I'll probably build a ramp up here and just bring all the goodies up on a ramp here and then bring them down over here somewhere. I don't really need... It's... to make the ingots is not the problem. It's the quick wire. So I think what I'm going to do for the ingots, I'm going to bring them way over here. I'm going to make them way over here next to the silica. So I have room here for the quick wire. Two lines, what did I determine? 2 lines for the quick wire and 2 lines to go to the straight to the freight platforms. I think I determined that 2 lines needed, 2 copper lines needed for the quick wire. Yeah, we'll put this way over here, right up against this. And so I'll just ramp it like somewhere over here. Well, trees, I got bad news for you. It's just not your day. Okay? Whoa! I got really bad news for you, Mr. Tree. Help me! Help me! Oh. At least I made it quick. The game should look pretty good. I'm in Ultra, but I am 60 frames Ultra. That's as much as I know about hardware. I can't really comment anymore. Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you mean there's a third copper? Hold the phone. Hold on. Hold on just a frickin' minute. Here's the Caterium. This is, it's not, you're not talking about this. This is far away. 2 copper. And I'm just talking about pure. I only care about pure nodes. You know, that's just how I roll, okay? Now, if there's 2 normals that I can combine together, you know, let's check. There's a normal over here, but I'm not seeing much in the local area here. Yeah. Yeah, pure, or if there's like 3 normals that I can kind of combine together. Yeah, something like that. But I think we're looking okay here. I don't use geysers, guys. You know why? Because if this thing is a variable amount of energy, unless someone knows something I don't know, why would I use these? I'm not sure. Unless you need local power for something, I don't know. Or I had a theory about geysers. What if what if you use geysers to charge a battery pack? So that the maximum draw, like when you need more than what it's creating, it'll pull from the battery pack. I don't know. That's the only thing I think of when it comes to geysers, to get a stable, you know, something. I'm not sure if it's even worth doing something like that. No tree is safe. Sometimes I just like to take a look at the work I've done for the day. We created a frickin' roundabout on the train tracks. We ran it in. We put down train stations. We railwayed in, railwayed out. It's all ready to go. We made a massive amount of silica, and those are being routed into a train station. 4 lines at 637 each into each freight platform. If I wasn't doing nuclear, wouldn't need to do any of this. That's what I keep saying, and I think it's true. If it wasn't for going to nuclear, I don't really need to do this. I have finished the game. Correct about geysers. Yeah, I can use batteries. So I'm not the first person to think about this. Pete, yesterday I was looking at the geysers and off stream, And I'm like, why would I want to do this? And then it kind of hit me. I'm like, what if I use batteries? Create a battery pack. And then that way it kind of made it to where, when I need it all, like it'll give me up to 600, let's say. But if it drops, it pulls from the batteries. And then when it goes back up, it charges the batteries. Something like that. I think that's the way. That's the way. Small local grid. And if it maximizes at 600, let's say, then I would want my machines to probably always be under 600 in total use, so that if they're always running, it has a chance to charge the battery, to trickle charge the battery pack. Maybe something like that. I don't know. I never did it, and I may never do it. That's probably Robo. That's pretty much what they're for. And they're perfect for that because the amount of electricity generated is going to be varied. So, I mean, it's fine. It's cool if people want to do it. If I'm out in the thing for me is I don't need it because I use trains and I don't need geysers because I run train networks to where I need stuff. So I've got the power grid. There may be a situation where that changes. I don't know. So it's just good to know that if you do run into that situation and you see a geyser and there's no other way, there is things you can do to make it, to make it work better. Battery packs are great. I just don't use them very much. Yep, I have a complete grid that's like anywhere I put train tracks and a train station, I have the grid available. So not going to be too much of a problem for me. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Pete. It's like, look, if you want to use them, go ahead. But you're running, and I'm not even running turbo fuel. Just diluted fuel. But, HOR diluted, and it's already got more power than, And I'm saving a couple of notes for recycled rubber, recycled plastic, and then I won't have to worry about that again. Yeah, I don't, I've done turbo before, just to do it, like a year and a half ago on an old save. And I'm like, okay, I did it, but it does use up sulfur, and there was always caution back then about careful using up all your sulfur if you're going to go nuclear. Now, I think there's enough sulfur on the map now. I don't know, but I've just kind of make it a practice to where I go diluted and I don't go any further. You can go turbo fuel, and even more so, you could ignore nuclear if you want, and make your life easy. I don't know, guys. I'm going to make a general statement. I don't consider myself a complete expert. If you want to make this game easy for you, don't do nuclear. That's what I think. And I mean full nuclear. I don't mean a couple of plants. I mean, if you want to make this game easy for you, don't do nuclear. Don't do heavy nuclear. That's what I think. Because everything is fake it till you make it. But when you start nuclear and you go heavy nuclear, it is a constant drain on resources, minute by minute. And to me, that is the best end game for me, is to challenge my production and force me to go out onto the map to get stuff. I don't know if there's anything else that challenges you in this game, production-wise, outside of full-on nuclear. I don't know. Once you're done with phase 4, you don't need that stuff anymore. You don't need nuclear pasta or whatever it is. Those are one and dones. When your game is running, what is the minute-by-minute pull on your resources? Oil? Some water? That's easy. To me, nuclear is the true end game that I can only think of right now, until they come out with more stuff in the future. And I mean full-on nuclear. Full-blown. 84 manufacturers right off the rip on the uranium side. And then take your waste and go plutonium power. That's what I'm talking about. Maximum. And do it where I'm going to do it. I don't know if this is going to work. I ain't doing it over here. I'm going to attempt to do all my nuclear within visual range of my home base in the Dune Desert. I want to see a mountain of nuclear power plants surrounding this city. The frickin' water requirements alone. Can it be done? And there's only one cheat I'm going to use. Plutonium, yeah. There's only one cheat I'm going to use. And because I have, you guys talk about OCD a lot. I have OCD in terms of I do not like storing nuclear waste. I'm going to use one cheat. It's this one. And I'm only going to use it on the plutonium, not on the uranium. Okay? So I'm not really cheating that much. And I'm going to use this constructor to get rid of plutonium waste, so I don't have to store it. But I got to do everything up until here. I got to take the uranium waste, run it in, and create all this stuff for plutonium power. And so the plutonium waste, it's either stored in a bunch of containers or do this. I don't think this is cheating too much. I do not like storing waste. I want the company to do something in the future to where we could take plutonium waste and do something with it, to where we can eliminate it. Something interesting, something interesting. Even if it breaks the laws of physics, Like maybe thorium nodes. And we take thorium, plutonium waste, and we create power, and it generates some kind of frickin' pixie dust that we can just sink or something, That would be fun. The other problem is, do you know what the other problem is? And I'll check up on what Pete had to say and what you guys say. The other problem is, right now, is that I'm going to generate like 800,000 megawatts or more. But there's no, I hope they really get us some good power sinks in the future. You know what I mean? I could run a lot of drones, that'll help, but we are making so much power that we don't need, but it's all we have for endgame to push production. So, I'm going to be sitting with 800,000 power possibly, and I'll be looking at consumption, and we're at 30,000 consumption, on average. So, I really am hopeful for the future of this game, to where we really have some big stuff in the future. Power sinks and production sinks, besides just nuclear, I'm really hopeful. These guys always deliver. I have confidence in this company. I do. Thorium nodes. There's a mod with thorium. Yeah, I'm going to be careful with some of the big mods. I know people like RAM is doing SF Plus. I want 1.0 to come out, and I want to see where this game stands, and I want to see the mods that have been retrofitted and are going to work with 1.0. And I want to see those mods have active support. And I'm talking about big mods that are really game-changing. And then I would consider doing a new save to go alongside this one for something new. Something new. The mods are great because that adds replayability, of course, on a new save. Yeah, the RAM is doing SF Plus. And it's good to see. And it's good for streaming. Because, like I said, my opinion right now is, if it wasn't for nuclear, there's nothing else for me to do. There's no reason to do anything. So luckily we have this. But if we have more game modes through the mods, that would be something fun to do in the future. And it would be fun to stream that starting new and all that kind of stuff. Definitely. I'm pretty excited. There's been a lot of things for me. I haven't streamed on this channel for months. And I was just going through, like, what am I going to do, you know? I keep buying these games, and I keep becoming disappointed at spending all this money buying these new games that are all getting hyped. Now, I spend a little while on it, and then I try to force myself to have fun, and then I drop it, and I always come back to Satisfactory. So, before I came back to streaming on this channel, I decided, you know what? That's it. Everything is pointing towards, I am just going to stay with this game. Since 2018, the day this game dropped on early access, I was playing this game the day it came out. For 1 hour. I streamed it for 1 hour. And I just, because, I mean, no one was there, but, and ever since then, I have always, like, it's one of those things where I'm not really good at these kind of games. And so I'm like, I want to get good. I always come back to Satisfactory. Always. So I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I'm just going to play this game and stream this game. You know, that's it. I just get disappointed in these other games. What did I spend? $40 on this game in 2018? And they have not tried to monetize anything beyond that? You know what I mean? Look at these other games where they sell you the game and then they're trying to sell you more stuff afterwards. I have found my home, and I made sure not to start streaming again until I made these decisions. And yes, there's going to be downtime. There's lulls in every game. When this game launches or gets close to launch, I guarantee you there's going to be a lot more people on Twitch watching than there is today. Free your mind, and your ass will follow, okay? What movie is that from? Thor. What movie? Where did that come from? Free your mind and your ass will follow. No. That's Platoon. Let me make sure we're caught up on chat here. Thank you guys for coming in. Thanks, Pete, for helping today. Nothing better to do. Use up all the oil. Yeah, we got stuff coming. We know there's stuff coming. But I have to deal with what I have now. And to me, my only end game options, as far as I'm concerned, is pushing nuclear as hard as I can. And I'm talking beacons and the 0.5s. I'm talking about the 0.5s, not the 0.25s. Or I'm talking about the 0.6s, or, you know, the 0.6s and the 0.5s. When I first did nuclear, I didn't do that. I was late into nuclear when I realized, oh my God, you could actually even push nuclear harder. You know what I mean? That's what I realized. I'm like, oh my God, you could actually push nuclear even harder. And I'm like, next time I do nuclear, that's what I'm going to do. Favorite update to the game so far? Gee, that's a tough one. I think anything that adds new tiers. Even though, I mean, zooping was a game changer, blueprints are a game changer, anything that adds new tiers. It's been so long. And I think they're holding. I think they're holding back on tiers for a game launch. So the whole aluminum thing was big. That might have included zooping too. So was that update 3 or 4? I don't remember. Yeah, zooping and blueprints huge, but we need new tiers, and I think they're holding. I think they're working on new tiers as a part of the 1.0 launch, unless they surprise us. and, you know, and get us new tiers before launch. Before official launch. You know what I mean?
A pack of cigarettes will tell you what he did with Jimmy. No.
Like certain parts of the map are
Top shelf product like
fucked
this
or something.
just doesn't fall off the face of the earth, okay? The way I see it, Rocktown's bound.
I'm looking for people who can stream this game consistently. And
How you doing, buddy?
Haven't had much luck inside.
I don't think she does. I don't know who this is.
Got reports of blue stuff making a scene here in Texas, Arizona, Colorado, Nevada. In fact, everywhere but here. Almost as if somebody
Going well.
stop shitting where they eat.
It is going well.
Now,
A 9. All right,
I say
nice.
Heisenberg's still out there. I say he's gonna reach.
I gotta run to the grocery store. And I mean run. This guy here streams this game consistently. I don't know what he's watching here, but he's a pretty consistent streamer of this game. Thank you guys for coming in today. We did get 4 hours. We did. And Pete, thank you. Let's see. 1.0 is a major focus. Yeah, I think we're getting new tiers on 1.0. I think they're doing a skunk works there. That we're going to get a huge amount of content for 1.0, not just the story. Yeah, the big delay was the upgrade to the engine, which I think was the right thing to do. I think it was the right thing to do, totally. Stream it. Are you talking about XQC streaming Satisfactory? He loves these kind of games. He loves build-it games. He does. Breaking Bad? Huh? Oh, is that what that is? I don't know. That just ruined I'm going to time out here and go for the raid. Thank you guys for coming in today. I'm going to go get groceries and stuff like that. We did get 4 hours, so that's good. And I do appreciate everyone coming in here. That's we're almost at 30 viewer rate. Very nice. Thank you guys. Thank you for coming in. And if you're a content creator, thank you for sticking around. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Hope to see you again in the future. Have a great day. Thanks for the new people stopping in today. We are Satisfactory. We're going to stay Satisfactory. No more other games for me. I promise. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.